I mean, I really use corporate inversion as one that's really easy because everybody agrees we should pass a bill where corporations can bring the money back into this country to spend the money in this country. Everybody agrees, they still can't get it done.
There are Democrats here. Which Democrat would you like to work with?
I think I can work with a lot of Democrats, and I'll work with all the Republicans, and you'll get things done. Right now, Washington is in total gridlock. It's ridiculous.
Any advice for Hillary Clinton?
Well, we'll see what happens. I think there's probably 3 or 4. I know 3 or 4. I'm not going to mention names because I don't know that they want it. But we need somebody very tough, very smart, and somebody that's not so divisive.
Mr. Trump, you participated in 2 Republican debates. The Democrats have their votes tomorrow. Any advice on
Well, I think it's not going to be very well rated because Trump isn't in the debate. I think it's not going to be highly rated. I think it's going to be, you're going to watch it for 10 or 15 minutes, people are going to get bored and turn it off.
Are you going to be watching?
I'll be watching.
Are you getting bored?
I don't know how long. It's going to be hard to watch. I think it's going to be. I think it's not going to be a very exciting debate.
Say it
again.
There are super PACs that are supporting you. Would you ask them to stop what they're doing?
Well, I understand. I don't even know how many, but I know people have set up super PACs as I understand it. I never spoke to the people. I don't know who the people are. I hope that they're good. But I understand they have 5 or 6 super PACs where they want Trump in, and I understand that because our country is going to hell. And I fully understand it. But I know that they do have 5 or 6 super PACs, but I know nothing about them because I have nothing to do with them. I don't even know the people running them.
Who are you watching Democrat debate? Who are you rooting for?
I'm not rooting for anybody. I mean, I just want to see what they have to say. There are a lot of bad ideas out there, but I want to see what they have to say. I think it's going to be interesting to see. You have 3 of them that are, registered very low. But I think it's going to be interesting for at least the first 10 minutes.
Which one they're going against the most out of all the Democrats?
I have no concept of that yet. I think it's too early. I'd frankly be very happy with any of them.
You close some of the loopholes, background checks.
It's mental health. It's a mental health issue. It's not a gun issue. It's a mental health issue, and that's where we have to focus. And frankly, and I've said it, if they had guns, if the teacher had a gun and they would know how to use it in that classroom, you would have had a lot better situation than it turned out in ours.
Hillary Clinton's a friend of yours. Your number's been slumping. What advice would you give?
Well, she's not a friend of mine. I think nobody probably is into this stuff. Her numbers is absolutely slumping. She's slumping. I mean, we'll see what happens. I have no advice for her. She's a grown person, and I think she'll do fine.
You said she's not a friend, but you invited her to one of your wedding teacher?
Well, she came because, you know what? When I was a businessman, I get along with everybody. One of the things I say, and maybe that's very good in terms of no labels, as a businessman, I got along with everybody. I got along with Democrats. I got along with Hillary. I got along with Bill. I got along with everybody. Because as a businessman, that's what you have to do. Well, as a politician, that's what you have to do too. When you're in office, you have to lead. President Obama has not led. And that's why we're here today.
We've got a liberal cause.
That's why we're here today.
A liberal cause. That's what we're here for, right?
Well, no, we're not here for liberals.
We're here for compromise.
No, we're here for compromise.
There are undecided voters. What's your wish for them? Is it any different than your
Well, this is a little bit of a different thing today because today we're talking about getting along and we're talking about really getting together and getting things done because Washington is a gridlock. It is in a total state of gridlock. I've never seen it this way. You know, in the old days, you had Tip O'Neill and Ronald Reagan, and they were on different sides, but they get along and they make deals. And today you don't do that at all. I mean, it's total gridlock. And then you have President Obama going out signing executive orders all over the place because you can't get anything done. And those will be unwound when it gets to the courts. The problem with the executive orders, they will be unwound as they go through the system. So it's a real problem. You need leadership. Our country has no leadership.
How many Bernie Sanders do you like? Do you think you can agree with them?
Well, you know, Bernie Sanders feels strongly about trade because he knows, and one thing I will say about him, he knows we're being ripped off on trade. And he's the one politician that talks about that. Outside of Bernie Sanders, I don't hear people talking about it. So if you talk about the one issue that I would say that we get along with, I am very, very strong about having great trading deals. We have horrible trading deals. We're losing tremendous amounts of jobs, money, and everything else. And I don't think to the extent that I believe in it, but at least Bernie Sanders believes in that to a certain extent.
You think Joe Biden's gonna be president?
You're gonna be ready.
I'm going on stage. Bye, folks.
Amazon station. Corey.